Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Mr. Chris Kattan.
Hi, how are you? Thanks for pronouncing it with the Kattan. That's very formal.
Sometimes I say,
I say Kattan, but I do know you call Robert De Niro, so that's sweet.
You see, I say it always. Where are you? I know you're on the road and you are.
I'm currently in lovely Columbus, Ohio.
You have a bunch of shows coming up there.
In this city I've won. I'm currently in Ohio, so I have a few more shows left in Ohio. I have where am I going to be tomorrow? I'm going to be in Columbus tonight, and I will be in at the Funny Bone. The Funny Bone is the name of the venue, and the show starts in about 4 hours, and I will be there. And tomorrow I will be at Luden's Castle, which I've never been to. I didn't even know there was a castle there in Ohio, but I guess there is apparently. So I'm looking forward to that castle. Maybe there'll be a moat, a drawbridge, a princess to be saved, a dragon, an Ohio dragon. I've never seen a dragon in Ohio. Who knows?
There might be all of that. Well, listen, you're in Ohio on a Thursday, but earlier this week you were on the red carpet with your girlfriend. You were at Elton John's Oscar party. Does it ever get old for you, Hollywood, going to Oscar parties, being on red carpets?
Oh, that? No, of course not. No, that's not. I mean, especially now too with COVID lifting up, having the mandate being lifted up a little bit, and was a great opportunity to go out, see friends again, and friends in the business, and of course you get tested, and you go out again, you get your temperature taken, you share a COVID card, and all those things necessary to go in, and I had a fantastic time. It's always fun to get dressed up and support this industry, and then all the creativity behind it from the crew and the cast, it's just it's a wonderful business to be part of. Really, when you get to be I'm very fortunate and full of gratitude to be part of this business. I'm very, very lucky, and to get to do what I love doing, which is making people laugh, and that's what I love to do. So I'm quite lucky, and to be asked to go on a red carpet is such an honor. I mean, I'm not one of those people usually that's asked to go and partake in those events. I have in the past gone, but I don't always. I don't know, for whatever reason, it made a huge difference. Maybe it's because it's been a couple of years. I don't know. I've been to the after parties quite a bit, but this was a little different. Being more formal as it was, but it was great. I mean, I have a girlfriend named Maria, and she's just incredible, and we're very, very, very happy together, and we just had such a great time. And one of the highlights of the evening, I think, was getting to meet Robert Pattinson, and he is, of course, the Batman, and I met him before, but I didn't have much of a conversation before with him previous to that. But this time around, I found out that he's a huge fan of Corky Romano. So that was pretty cool to find out that the Batman loves Corky Romano. Who would have thought?
I would not have thought that.
And he was even so specific to a scene. He was like, I just remember the scene where you were. It's not a very good Robert Pattinson impression, but he was like, I just remember when you were there, a scene where you were farting. And I was like, oh yes, the farting scene. He said, yes, the crew was laughing so hard, and I just love that. I think you're brilliant. You're just so brilliant. And I thought that was such an honor to come from such a great actor. I loved him in Lighthouse, and of course Twilight, but Lighthouse, I thought he was amazing with Willem Dafoe, and it's just so. I'm from one artist to another. I guess I'm an artist, but I always found myself just to be a comedian. But he's such a great actor. And anyway, it's just so cool to see all those big celebrities, you know, the Leos and Elton John and you know, all those. It's just very cool. And then yeah, it's so fun. Those kind of things are really, really. I had a great time. It was a memorable weekend, and luckily I had good hair. I had a good hair weekend. That's always important.
Listen,
good hair.
that is really important. Trust me. It's not always the case for me. Some days are good hair days, some days are bad hair days. And did you think when you started talking to Robert Pattinson that you would start talking about Corky Romano?
No, he brought it up. I heard he was a fan, so I said that I heard you're a fan, and he said, "Yes, I love Corky Romano." So I had no idea that the conversation would lead in that direction. So it was that was so cool to hear from him.
Are you the type that gets, you know, you just mentioned Leo and like, you know, Elton John, like, are you the type that gets starstruck?
Oh, of course I do. Yeah, of course. My God, yeah. I went to this after party where Robert De Niro was there and Chris Rock and Gal Gadot and not Gal Gadot. I'm sorry, some woman that looked like Gal Gadot. There's 4 or 5 women that looked like Gal Gadot from the back. So I don't know who it was. Jason Momoa and all those people, you know, it's really just cool to see all those wonderful talents, you know, out and about and having a good time. And you know, I know there was drama and that evening at the Oscars, of course, there was the famous Will Smith, Chris Rock memorable moment of the devil made him do it. And, you know, I guess you can do a lot of things when the devil makes you do it. You know.
Kind of.
There you go.
Did you get a chance to talk to Chris Rock? Like, did you talk to Chris Rock that night?
No, I did not. I knew he was at the same party, but I did not speak with him. I think the last thing he would want to talk about was that moment, but I'm sure, you know, I'm sure he was upset. I mean, you could see it in his eyes when you're watching the Oscars that it was not, if I was punched in the face on live television, I don't think I'd feel very good either. You know, so I don't think he deserved it. That's for sure. By far did not deserve that. I think it was kind of, you know, unprofessional of what happened, but that's just my opinion. But I think they're both very talented actors, and the show remained, and it shall go on, and did go on, and will go on, and you know, that's just the nature of the business, I suppose.
What about, you know, you are in Ohio now, like you said, you're going to be in Colorado in April. You're going to be basically everywhere in May in Florida. Every city that's ever existed in Florida is what your May looks like.